Oh, Brimstone main, kijk W.
Told ya! When attacking middle, mid control is really important on this map because it's so easy to rotate through middle. You can get into this corner here, and then you're just gonna place your bottom left drone icon charge bar next to this black dot, like this, and do a 1 bar. It's gonna hit right on the tip there. And if you want to reveal further back into boiler, you can just look at this corner here until it just shows up, and just do a full charge 1 bounce.
He wants to go mid, I just simply go, there's this barrier, and I just simply stand here, place my bottom of the left diamond on top of this symbol, on top of this square, like that, and I two charge simply. That way it will land behind, right here. The player here might not spot that, and he can get easily revealed, or it will reveal anyone there or there.
So 2 nice attacker variations, recon darts for A attack. First one, you get into this line up here, and you just take your left charge bar and put it right on this dark line here. The verticality isn't that important, but just under this one. So like this, full charge 2 bar. This one hits the edge of nest here, and it's really nice if they're playing eco and camping with a shorty. If you just want to reveal sight or even the other nest, you can just line up these 2 walls here and aim right on this line here and do a 1 bounce full charge. Should go inside there.
Okay, my favorite recon is right here. I just aim at this spot, on this wall, right here, and I either try to hit it here or here. It doesn't matter, and it works pretty much the same way. Now, if it lands right here, this is everything that it spots. Everything under this generator, heaven, and under heaven as well. And also here and here. If that arrow is being destroyed a lot, you can just do simply this. To bounce it off this wall and hit it right here. That way, anyone who might be sitting on rafters is gonna get spotted, and once again, anyone behind the site or behind the generator gonna get spotted again.
We're gonna start off with A defense. So a really nice defending recon dart for A is to look at this little dot here and put your bottom left HUD line right under that dot as shown below, and do a 1 bounce full charge. This one's gonna fly through this gap, bounce down and hit the corner here, so it reveals belt and also down here. This one is really good because it's really hard to see it coming, and you'll definitely get 1 or 2 scans off before they shoot it.
I think on A I do these 3 arrows. First one is very simple one. I just send it on this wall, and it usually gets first time I use it, it's gonna reveal anyone. If that one is being destroyed, you can try doing this one with 1 bounce and full charge. It's gonna bounce off, and it can confuse the enemies, and they won't pre-aim it anymore since it will bounce off here first. Or you can just simply try to hit this wall, and then anyone who will be pushing here is gonna get spotted as well. My favorite arrow is to hit it on the corner of these walls, just like this, and you simply full charge there, and when the arrow lands, it spots pretty much everything on site. Anyone who is here or at generator. Super useful arrow and gets you so many information.
So 2 nice recon darts for middle defense. You get onto this wall and you see there's like a little square thingy here. You just stand in the middle of that one. You place your second charge bar line right under this N. You do a 1 bar full charge and jump. It's gonna bounce off this thing and land here. Reveals pretty much everything in spawn and towards A. And also an easy variation if you want to see more towards the B pushers, you can stand somewhere around the same spot and just aim for the top of this corner like this. And this one reveals both sides. Okay, a really nice wallbang dart for middle defense is to reveal inside this tube, because it can even be wallbanged by a classic as long as your angle is okay. So what you can do, you can walk down here until you stop into this corner. And then just place your left diamond right here on this corner so it aligns with the height of this line, like that. Do a full charge tube bounce, like this. It's gonna bounce inside the tube here and reveal everyone all the way in here, and you can wallbang them. And the reason why I'm using a diamond line up here is because usually it will be smoked off here. Obviously, if it isn't smoked off, you could just aim for this corner.
Revealing area.
Another wallbang arrow you can do from the same spot. This is if they've already pushed into kitchen. You get into the same spot here. And this time you can use your first charge bar line right on this corner and then find the height until the K is just inside the bar. Because once again, this area can be smoked off, so you want to have somewhere closer where you can make the lineup. You do a full charge 1 bounce. And you should fly around here and into kitchen. And this can be wallbanged with heavy penetration through here. So you can basically stand here and aim straight forward and shoot them.
Oh, Brimstone main. Kijk W.
Shot down. Trick shot.
Told ya! A really nice double shock dart that hits default plant. You can do all the way back here from belt. You line yourself up with this one like that. And then the first one is gonna be a full charge double bounce where you place your first charge bar line in between this one like that. I'll just show you with the Recon. This one's gonna bounce twice and then hit default. Then the second one, you're gonna place both your charge bar diamonds on each side of this line like that. And a full charge 1 bounce.
Revealing area.
So in quick succession, it's gonna look like this.
Revealing area. Revealing area.
It's right on default. This one is really good because when you're defusing, you're crouched down. It's really hard to see it coming because he's gonna hit you right above the head here.
There are also 2 shock darts which can be useful. First one, you wanna stand right here in front of this orange rope and on this yellow line, and then you aim at this connection right here, and then you 1 bounce and 2 charge. This can be used in an after plant situation or if there's someone hiding here. And the second shock dart which can be useful, you just wanna stand on this line, doesn't have to be super precise, and you will aim on this step right here, and you will double bounce and 2 charge.
Shot dart.
That way it's gonna bounce off twice and hit anyone behind the generator perfectly.
A nice double shock for the alternative plant spot, which is around the corner here. It's a lot easier to hold this spot back from belt. This one is a really pixel perfect lineup, but you can practice it. Get into the same spot as the other shock dart. And then you're gonna place your first, the crosshair right here, right above this area here. And do a double bounce 2 charge. Then afterwards, you're just gonna pull down to the middle of this area and do a full charge 1 bounce. It's gonna look like this.
Revealing area. Revealing area.
So, updated double shock for A default plant after they changed belt. Get into this corner here. Take the bottom left corner of your charge bar. Place it in this corner here. Do a 2 bar 1 bounce. Then you pull down and you do another 2 bar 1 bounce with your second charge bar line right above this dot. So it's gonna look, I'll show you with Recon darts. Like that.
Revealing area.
Like that.
Revealing area.
There you go. A nice pseudo double shock dart that is mostly used to deny their planting when you're rotating from middle is to get into this corner here, and you're gonna place the Q under your shock dart icon right here on this dot like this. This one's a bit clunky to get used to. Then you're gonna do a 1 bar 1 bounce, and then afterwards you're gonna quickly aim up and just place your left charge bar right on this corner and do a click. So it's gonna look like this.
Shot dart. Shot dart.
You want to make sure it lands just around the corner, so it damages them even if they plant on this side or this side. Because if it lands here, it's actually going to do no damage to people standing here. So make sure it lands here. A double shock dart for the orb on A. This one is very geometric. you get into this line here. And then for the first one, you're gonna place your left diamond right on top of this corner here and do a 2 charge, 2 bounce. And then you're just gonna turn around and just aim slightly to the left of this corner and click. So it's gonna look like this.
Shock dart.
So I just simply make this gap as small as possible, and then I 1 bounce and 2 charge into this wall. And it's gonna bounce off perfectly on anyone who's planting here. And it's simple, and it's very simple and quick lineup which you can try to do. And usually it can get you a kill or deal a lot of damage.
Okay. A double shock dart for the close sage wall plant spot that is
Right
here.
here.
You get into this corner, you take the C under your drone, you place it right there with a 1 bar 1 bounce, and then you take the left mouse indicator right on this corner here and do a 1 bar. So it's gonna look like this. Shout out to Johnny PK for helping me finding this lineup.
Spike planted.
Damn, that was good.
Oh, Brimstone main, kijk W.
Shock dart. Trick shot.
Told ya!
This Recon, you just wanna stand in this gap between those 2 containers right here. And then you place your crosshair into this little square. Imagine that there are these black and yellow stripes. And you place your crosshair right here into this position. And in 1 bounce and full charge,
Scanning ahead.
this arrow will land perfectly right here. And it's gonna reveal anyone behind the yellow or anyone hiding close. And from the same spot you can do one very useful arrow as well. Just place your crosshair on the same position, however this time you will 2 bounce and full charge.
Revealing area.
It's gonna bounce off behind this yellow container, and it can get you another useful info that there is no one hiding here or anyone who is on site.
So, a nice defending recon dart that reveals everything of the pusher area for B and also middle is to walk into this yellow crate here until it lines up with the back of it, like that. Then you're gonna take your top right corner of your charge bar and place it right here. So vertically right under the middle of this black one here, like that. And do a full charge 1
Revealing
bounce.
area.
It's gonna bounce and hit the edge here. Reveals middle and also B here.
The one cool trick which you can do on B side, you just wanna stand behind this box, and when the enemies are coming, you wanna double bounce and full charge your arrow of
Right here.
this wall, and you just do it.
Scanning ahead.
The arrow will land right here on this wall super fast, and before enemies break it, you can stand here and wall bank anyone coming. And this is super useful to do, and if you would even hear anyone planting, you just start spamming this wall, and it's super easy to get many kills like that.
If you're a B anchor player and they are pushing A, you can help your teammates out by shooting a pretty quick retake arrow from this spot. You just get into this corner here, and then you're gonna place your left mouse button icon. You're gonna place the corner right next to this black dot like this, but you're gonna crouch and do a 1 bounce 2 bar.
Revealing area.
This one's gonna fly over the roof and bounce in here and land on top of the site. So this one can help your teammates a lot when retaking. And you can also wallbang through these walls, by the way.
Taking B side, what I like to do is just simply stand in this corner, and I place my left diamond, the left side of the diamond on this first, I don't know what this is, oxygen tank or something, and I place it right here, and then I simply 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
And once again, this arrow will land right here, revealing anyone who is hiding behind the yellow or in this cubby or in this hallway.
If you're an A player and they are pushing B, or if it's already planted, a really nice retake arrow is to go into this corner here, and then you place your second charge bar line right next to this one, and until it goes all the way up to the edge of this roof like that, and just do a 1 bar.
Revealing area.
This one's gonna hit the bottom of the crane here and reveal all the cubbies, because this is a typical place to hide when it's planted here on default.
Oh, Gemstone main, kijk W.
Shot down. Trick shot.
Told ya! So if you plant on B, this is the default plant because it's the first one you get to and it has the most cover. You can actually get into this cubby here. You line up with this green wall like that and just place your right charge bar corner right here. So a bit above this line and right here, like that. Do a full charge double bounce.
Shot down.
Hits right on default. Another nice defender double shock, if you're coming from middle, you can get into this corner here and you just line these two up against each other like that. And then you're gonna place your crosshair right above the tip of this black edge here, like this, and do a 1 bar plus a jump, followed by a full charge double bounce into the bottom corner of this K. I'll show you with Recon darts. So 1 bar jump,
Revealing area.
full charge double bounce.
Revealing area.
On B side there is this simple double shock dart. You just wanna stand in this corner, and here you can see these 3 stars which are aligned with the border with this wall. And you will place your crosshair into the highest one, on the highest one, and you 2 charge. That's your first one, and then you go down. And as soon as he will be written bounce, and it just has to cross or touch the top of the container, and you just simply tap it and it will go over it. So altogether it will look like this.
Shot down.
And these arrows will land right here, and anyone pushing is gonna get insta kill.
So a really nice double shock dart to hit just outside B garage, because that's a typical peak spot when you're attacking, is to line up against this wall until it lines up like that here. Then you're actually going to use the stars in the background here. So you're going to use this. These two are bigger than the other ones. So you're going to use this big one. Going to place your right charge bar into the left corner of the right charge bar, that big star, and do a 2 bar. And then you're just going to trace your arrow down until it aligns horizontally here with this other big star, and do a 1 bar. So I'll show you with Recon darts. 2 bar,
Area.
1 bar.
Area.
The cool thing about this one is kind of like on Ascent catwalk, that you're actually aiming down this way. It's actually really hard to see it coming from here. Another quick anti-plant shock dart from the same spot is, if you're playing this position, you're peeking here or something, you see they're pushing, and you don't have time to go and line up the double shock here, you can simply aim for the corner of this yellow box, somewhere around this area.
Shot dart.
Bounces and hits right on default as well. So this is a really good double shock dart for default B that works both as a defender anti-plant and a post-plant in clutch situations. So you're gonna have your back towards this ice wall here until these 2 lines line up like that. And then the first one is gonna be a 1 bar over the roof. So you just place the top of your left charge bar diamond right on this black spot like this. And then the second one, you're gonna place your bottom left charge bar corner right on this snowflake below the black corner. So in quick succession, I'm gonna show you with recons. 1 bar,
Revealing area. Revealing area.
boom.